Hello guys, mateys. This is Discovery Scouts of Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Welcome to the Pirate Ahoy Powwow today. Today is Sunday, April 23rd, 2017. From yesterday, we do know much to talk about it, if you guys, ladies and gentlemen. So, you are in Los Angeles from yesterday, for the Saturday, April 22nd, 2017. So, you've seen Alessandra Daddario, Zac Efron, Elphinish Hedra, Kelly Woodbotch, John Bass, and Adam on characteristic on Baywatch. You guys mentioned of Dwayne Johnson. He's hanging out on his friend's house, doing his parties and families and friends, and we stayed up forever. We're going to the premieres on May 23rd this summer. So Pirates of the Caribbean coming up on 33 more days. So be ready on tickets on sale now. So SlowMo Marathon Baywatch 2017, May 25th, 2017. So we both on this is on Thursday, May 25th on this summer during the Memorial Day. This show times on April 22nd on Stables on beside of Los Angeles, just like a 5K, 5 and 10K on running marathon. So they're doing the running on the slow motion. We're doing the most all of the shows about the shape of them on this of the day. So we do have 20,000 people lining up beside it that they're on premieres on slow motions. Be coming to nearby like the Baywatch beside it the Florida, the Miami, and Savannah, all these three cities on the Lakeland and nearby. She went there for the last year for the today for she went to play Summer Quinn. He plays Matt Brody. And Stephanie Holden, C.J. Parker, and Ronnie, and Mitch Butchinson. So there's a lot of good many characters as looking about remainings there, and they started out for the premieres on slow motion, so the MJs taking the pictures and selfies and doing videos. They're broadening by Instagram, Facebook, Google Vine cameras, and Twitch live stream on the gaming channels, Cocker Story and Talk, Tomolo, and Hangout. Sorry about that. So let's be the different ones that beats again. So we decided to see a lot of those characteristics on the cast of the Baywatch. They included in the guys and girls fans. They're wearing the SlowMo Marathon Baywatch T-shirts on the day. So I usually been in motion as brought in the new by for hundreds of them. All this stuff that's also being in the new by the goes there and the slow motion as slower as the motions as the slower time. That should be different. She is the one again. So no things about it, they're different for everything. So just like the Bears do, Bears will come. So Bears will know about see things about it with participants. So we're listening to the announcements for and the 6 characters. They talk to you about the really choice to do and then change it up for the May 26th. Back to the May 25th on this Thursday during the summer of a year on the next month. What we do for the drilling to do is they do have for the most experiences on 32 more days. We've seen about 119-minute running time. The issues is the slowest things that ever to be wanted to take in those are about YouTuber 24. And those are included to the VentCon during this 123 day in June 2017. So Majorca Nuggets. Jesse goes to Anaheim, California, back to the summer vacation, and spend the night for the 3 days in the hotel, and with Parker and Quan and Mark and Lucas and Juliet and Big Brother Jeffrey and mentioned and came behind the camera Michael and Bridget West and Derek Diso, Marco Hannon as Space Jam Gardens, Nesboo, Jonathan as Q Big Eye, and Facilita as Derek's girlfriend and Facilita, and we hope we're going back to see visuals to the name tag if you need it. So let's keep it down on you beside of it on your shirt and the neck things. So just be ready on 123 day in the summer. The May 1st through August 31st. That takes every 4 months to go over the year. Like a short that says, I was to the belief at the Los Angeles just walk out for my family for the lunch, just like my breakfast do. So I just order my coleslaw. I just ate for my stomach is. So Frankie Bella, mom and dad was eating the breakfast for lunch. So sometimes I just ate a lot of those interested for breakfast things for light food for eggs and ham on Gardena Best Western Plus, and it was of that all the way city. So I wish to go to the different Best Western Plus as the better goes here into Anaheim. Beside it, the closer into the Disneyland theme park to Disneyland California Adventure at all times. Is that different? And is that so? That was to take 16 hours. That was about 17 hours to go. So 7 through 12, as if their Captain Kids buffet. Is it the good idea? It's about 7 days of the week. That's a long stories. I just ate with my dad. Is just ate a little lots of those interesting, and this is just goodbye for the last 2.5 weeks, and this is goodbye. And this is a goodbye for me and my dad was the last 3 weeks. I just tired. And my dad just scared decided. I just smiling with the California Screamer and the Paradise Pure as a roller coaster, as a dimension. All this around, all of the circles and around there, and the coasters, is motion to the nearby. It's motion in the Mickey Mouse Ferris wheel. They're very much excited. It's a really realistic scene about the nights and the 9:30 in this Disney World color of a 30-minute show of a Disney World color of a soundtrack as a nose to nearby. Listening to 30-minute music to 30 seconds and be most different. So cross out to the Disneyland. That's what goes to about 30,000 people are lining up to walking around to nearby. Just sit down, standing up to nearby. They like you says, we know about the opportunity to all of this Disney movies across the nearby for a long time ago. 65-year anniversary, and it's about mid-1950 of a year. So we've been able to complete it on the 65th anniversary, and the first time we completed up for 2015. That was the last 2 years ago. It was been about also do have the about insurance to nearby, and those are the Space Mountain. Those are the evacuated. It has to stop for the turning light on. That's what's called Geico 15 minutes central and more car insurance. So where the Space Mountain customer service was also this as his associates. Hey, he says the coaster was closed. They were evacuated. It stopped. It was broken. and they'll get paid the most of the fixed it to the insurance on 15-minute percent on car insurance. This is for the Space Mountain indoor roller coaster in the darkness outside, like hearing the Star Wars, and the closer like an accident. We mentioned like of a formerly farmers market on the farmers insurance, and that would be a problem. That probably be understand what they're saying. I don't. They do have the most farmer of insurance on farmers. It has the Geico 15-minute Central More car insurance has the Space Mountain on the Disneyland. So and the pirate ship, Columbia sailing ship, was broken through. They tried to working right now, and it has to look up for the insurance on the Geico. So that's called 15-minute percent of the insurance on .com. So this says 15-minute. I know I just got confused just a little bit. 15 minutes Central or more the car insurance for the Columbia sailing ship. That's where the ship stops, and that's where they get a sailing ship gonna go around to the river, go around to the water, go on beside of the building, be at the side of the closer end of the Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride. And I just have the videotaping for the last few minutes ago. And those are about every 15-minute ride on the Pirates of the Caribbean. I decided to see about those people and about interesting the closer nearby the fun Fridays every day. And we do have exactly what I meant to every closer to nearby there's a Splash Mountain, and the Railroad Thunder roller coaster in the train station, like a train coasters, and the Matterhorn, the coaster just fastened around to nearby, the bumping around just about a tiny bit, and just a train station, just about drive there around in the dark in there. This is all dinosaurs and animals and the cowboys and the deserts in the Arizona. So I have most distinction exhibitions, and also have fun. Also to really have great fun. It's very most fun today. So so I noticed this and about very most interesting for the last 5 years. What Logan and Alexandra went to the Disneyland, whether the fan guys wanted to incorporate there for the April 22nd, 2012. So I haven't mentioned that I was the 17th. So I haven't seen them about last 5 years. I usually I went there for about the last 3 weeks ago. So I just suggesting wanted to coming back about 2019 year, long time. Gonna be long time. It also do interesting about my worlds about it. It's changing right now, and my friends just knew by to the VidCon, which is closer than by Disneyland, which is just know about the Coastal Land, Tomorrowland, and Frontierland, and Adventureland. Like closer to walk out the adventures like Tarzan, and those that have a statue like Saber the leopard, like a saber-toothed cat, and like gorillas and carry on and the baby Tarzan, like Kala, his mother, and his former father Kerchak was the male gorilla. He was the befriended a training in the jungle. He wasn't speaking to this power in the animals, the big like it, for most powerfulness, interesting, and good issues. I was gonna have to say, Disneyland's fun today, so not on the fair. So Disneyland's only about Anaheim, California is interesting about 35,000 people every day of the week. So what you're gonna do is, yours should be interesting. He wasn't about insane. Most of you about Disney Parks, California, is on the subscribers today, and Courtney Weber on Neverland 5K, Disneyland Anaheim runner today on California. That was the last 5 years. That was the last 2 years. If you watch it, a good interesting, 36 minutes to 12 seconds. You'll love it, guys. You all gonna love it. Excuse me. Sorry. So Baywatch to be continued. SlowMo marathon. Issues about we're doing in the Los Angeles staples to the SlowMo. All these people like run into the SlowMo just like this. And just slow motion, just like this. Which is about the strafe and strive and stealth and strength and keep it straight. And probably not to move around, not to fall. Pretty funny. Just keep on focusing and strive. And finish up. Just keep on slowly, as many so as you can. And Alessandra says, "Quick shaping, quick stirring, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving." And Kelly was announcer. She said, "Get ready, get set." He has a gun. He has a small gunshot on it. A shot out into the air. That means go, run slow motions, and keep on slower and slower and slower. They also get across the nearby with Zach, John, Alex, and Kelly the Avanish and Adam was. They're saying the idea that was to be in story. Idea was about it truly wants to the stories. She said you need to get read the tables, and you have to get on the descriptions and more continentals on today. So write on the signing to the autographs to today. So you guys wanted to follow on Sacathons on Instagrams and support her, Ivanator, Alessandra, Anna Didario, and Kelly Woodbodge, and John Bass, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Frankenka Chopra. And those are the 7 characters. Those are about what we're about to see as the 4 girls and the 3 guys on the characters. As they know, as we remains like an assembly, like in the outdoors, beside of the Los Angeles city, beside of the stables, on this marathon SlowMo, that's the motion of the most issues that there ever. It's really gonna have to be very excited to see it hang out there about 5 hours late, and there's really most experiences about good witnesses about interviews, miscellaneous, Candace appearance and miscellaneous, and TV shows and movies productions was and photo shots on 2017. So with Kate Upton and his best friends to the layover, and the turning out for the Fernlanders and Justin and Ben, and they're doing Detroit Tigers baseball and the Lakeland Flying Tigers, which is that good about his former girlfriend Alexandra and his wife Justin has his wife Kate, and her husband plays baseball and the model actress. So if you enjoy it, so anytime. So how was it? So far so good. It's different, so you can look up there if you like it. And I got almost 3,500 likes. Woo! Hell yeah! 30,500 like 3,500 likes. Woo! Hell yeah, baby. Be Baywatch, man. Be Baywatch, babe. Be different. I know that we're different. That's what we do. As to the different. Woo! Yeah. That's what we have to decide it. That's what we have the very most of the excitement to the announced. And those are half of the speech reviews today. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up to Alessandra, Zach, Alphinish, and Kelly, and John, and Adam, and Dwayne mention. Just like the posters. We're done on today, guys. SlowMo Marathon is done. So, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dem and Town of Tales, new TV spots of the day. As the Black Pearl, same as the new pirate ship, Queen Anne's Revenge, Dying Gold, the Flying Dutchman, the Ghost Ship, Silent Mary, and the British ship War Galleon, Monarch, and all of this British warship decided on the Bermudas Island. They have an idea for those that have issuings about Karina Smith and Hemi Turner decided there on the Black Pearl was insane every time for those that are different. Most of the do Elizabeth Turner was back she was returned. But her son Henry was reunited with her family with William Turner Jr. He was captain of the Flying Dutchman at the end of at the World's End on the mid-1740s, like 20 years ago, in the mid-1740s to 1760s for the year. So, we had completed fun with the Fountain of Youth in the mid-1750. So, Barbossa has still privateer formerly and the pirate peg leg and the one-leg pirate captain. They honored the Queen Anne's Revenge. Then encountered by Silent Mary, as known by the Ghost Captain, as Capitan, as Amanda Salazar. He was trapped into the reef in the core, in the darkness, in the inside there, like a caves, in the dark clouds. There were explosions of the ships. It just trapped. It just got under the water. It just got firestorms be under the water. It just opened his eyes. He rages for the hunting for Trident of Poseidon. He would figure that out. He was just wanted to insane. Also did do, and every most experiences about Disney and Jerry Bruckheimer films was Gio Zanelli was the new music to the composers that brought in the new by 115 minutes. This is from formerly 135 minutes besides. The William Turner has usual, but actually should do something about his son was hugging was when he says goodbye. He will come back to his life, and Elizabeth Turner was the Pirate King, the still, and she was back to reunited was the four characters. The new by the Scrum, Gibbs, Marty, and they're still on the bottom of the front Blackbeards. There's a pearl on the bottle. There he's gonna take it out of the bottle with his ship. With his ship was insane. We're going up onto the back in the sea. The Black Pearl is back from the bottle from Blackbeard from the shrunken bottle. They totally about most experiences. It's mostly they ever but take a long time. Be different from ones about the 6 years past from 2011. This is preceded by Unstringed Ties. I was in a bin booking about the novel for new by Pirates of the Caribbean 4th. In the quest for the Fountain of Youth. I was in the bigger mistakes. As I usually enjoy about the time. Notice things about the be different. How about the different? Here's the one about hunting pirates by Salazar did. Like it his crew. He was a crew on a Silent Mary. Was unstoppable. He followed by under the water And there was the ghost sharks like Great White and Hammerhead usually almost bite Jack and eating Henry. Was eating the boat, rip apart. They swim away to the beach. And Karina was surrounded by the ghost pirates. They brought her from former Spanish Royal Navy. They totally about saying killing pirate thing ever. Wanted to kill every pirate at the sea. It wasn't that different. It was the ghost bird scaring off the guy and the pirate hat. That dude was scary. He was screaming. He was gonna have to break the pirate ships like Pearl, like ever, and they're trying to go to swinging up there beside it there. They're trying to towards moving around the mutineers. They're breaking the sunken into the ships to the depths, and encounter in the face to face with the Queen Anne's Revenge. They're going up there like a boat do, and like in Salazar ships against by Barbossa ships from Blackbeards, and like he says, what Salazar jumped down to the Revenge. He unwelcomes her. His ships was the red sails. He also do have this pointing on it with a sword for the Barbossa's neck. He leads for his ships. He captured the pirates. He didn't make it to the broke down. He didn't make it to the destroy the Queen Anne's Revenge. He was a different to the cocker with his gun with this about the British soldiers. He didn't know that about the crew for the Queen Anne's Revenge for the Tortuga. It was about the last 10 years. Be shaded about the ridiculous. It was that totally about usually about an opportunity about productions. The director Denima Gio Zanelli as a composer, as a complete scores, and extended scores, anytime, and like Pirates like a trilogy and marathon and soundtracks and different composer wherever you want to playing Lego Pirates of the Caribbean 5th Dead Man Tell Tales, the video game, as known as nearby The Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, at World's End, on Stranger Ties, and now it's the Dead Man Tell Tales. As it's been in the 20 years, it's been about the 20 years since the 1740s to the 1760s. That was about a long time. That was a bit different. Holy mackerel! That was a bit about the smokiest things that ever taken that lot. Ooh, Jack Sparrow's had 60 years old, and Johnny Depp has 54, and Kevin McNally has 61, and 48 as Martin Kleba. Jeffrey Rush has 66. He is a different. Keira Knightley has 32. Orlando Bloom has 40 years old. And Salazar and Javier Bardem has 48 too. Exactly. What like former like Toby Stevens like the Black Sails and completed the first to fourth season. It would complete it closer nearby and closer. Just slow as many as you can. Knows it different. And watch on TV spots on in the next 7 weeks in a day. Don't forget, guys. Unsubscribe to my contests to follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google Find Camera, Twitch live stream, Gaming Challenge, Juggy Sora on Elmwood, New Jersey State, Tumalao, Hangouts on the Play Stores. Follow links descriptions on the Jugger Nuggets, as a YouTuber 24, Big Brother, George Barger, King Behind the Camera, Bridget West, The Inky Grandpa Shows, Grandpa's Corner with his friends, Pisaka Dad, Larry's Lounge, Joe Bum, Pisaka Answer, Uncle, and Melissa, Pisaka Mom, Team Cree, Bro Squad, Reagan Dad, Wilma Edwards, Wilma Edwards Wings, and Brittany Smith. Manicorn, Julie Riley, Crocodile Bus 888, Boogie 20988, and Parker Zip and Parker Zipper and Mark Lucasons and Juliet Riley again, and Derrodiso de la Fosacita, and Cuba Guy, Space Jam Gorgeous Life of Boog, and Moko, The Cuba Guy Life, Horrible Gamers, Nest Boog, The Boog Show, Pranks vs. Prank, Bia vs. Gia as a boyfriend versus girlfriend, Tony Tornado, Tony and a YouTuber 24, and Amanda Jean Shows, and Whom on TV, Elliot Guys, Ben Phillips, and then the guys Jackson the Doherty, that's Jackson the Doherty Vlogs, and Xiaomi TV, and Logan Paul with the actor of the day, and actor reactions director of the day. It's the friends here on Zac Efron, John Bass, Kelly Woodbush, Evelyn Hadera, Priyanka Chopra, Dwayne Johnson, Alessandra Daddario, and Catherine and Matthew, and Captain, Justin and Ben Furlander, and Logan Lerman, Lucas and Lindsay, Dean Collins, Michael Rappaport, Brenny T. Jackson, Leva Rembin, Jim Perrick, Margaret Robbie, Tom Eckerly, Emma Watson, Jake Aba, Ali Wood, and Levon Daddario, he is Cute Dog, and Larry too, and Christina and Richard, her parents, and Woody Harrelson's War of the Planet of the Apes, and Matthew McConaughey as the good actor from True Detective, Michelle Monica, Aaron Paul, and Matthew Well, Matt Bomber, and Simon Halls, and 3 kids. So I love you guys, so feel free to death. So I will see you in the tomorrows of my videos today. So see you soon, guys, and see you around and tomorrow morning. And I love you guys, so feel free to death. Don't forget, guys. So keep it regimented. Good night.